What's up, movie fans? My name is Atney. Welcome to a theater near you. Today it is the weekly update for September 4th, 2017. If you're new here, every Monday I like to do a little update, look at the box office over the last weekend, see how films performed, and cover some highlight news stories. So let's get right into it with the box office. First up, number one for the third week running is The Hitman's Bodyguards for Lionsgate Studios. It made $10.5 million. That is actually a 2.6% increase. You don't see that a lot from last week, although last week was historically terrible for Hollywood. It's still in 3,370 theaters and has made a total of $55 million on a $30 million budget in its third week. So pretty good returns there, especially since that's just the US market's numbers for that film. Number two, still Annabelle Creations for Warner Brothers, another $7.5 million. That's a 2% loss from last week. Still in 3,358 theaters. Made a total of $89 million on that $15 million budget in its fourth week now. So really huge returns there. Again, cheap horror films continue to churn out a ton of money. Number three, Wind River for Weinstein, $6.2 million. That's a 35% increase from last week. So we're seeing a lot of increases from that terrible week last week. In 2,600 theaters nationwide, it is over $18.6 million in total on that $11 million budget. So doing pretty well there. Number four, Leap for Weinstein as well, $4.85 million, 2% increase again. So more increases there. 2,705 theaters, total of 11,344,000, excuse me. Still no budget reported on that film, so we're not really sure how it's doing overall. And number five goes to Logan Lucky for Broad Street, $4.4 million, 5% increase in 2,975 theaters, and it has made $21 million on a $29 million budget in its third week, so hopefully that movie continues to do well. I do really enjoy Logan Lucky. So your box office total: number one, Hitman's Bodyguard; number two, Annabelle Creation; number three, Wind River; number four, Leap; and number five, Logan Lucky. And as to touch on that horrible week we had last week for the box office, it didn't dawn on me till later that we had the Game of Thrones finale last Sunday. We had the McGregor-Mayweather fight last Saturday. So not a lot of people were just wanting to be in theaters. There was enough stuff going on outside of the movie theaters. So you couple that with kind of soft releases, nothing really was great out. And that's why that week was so terrible last week. Moving into other stories, we got confirmation from Angelina Jolie that she is on board for the Maleficent 2 film. That is the sequel to the 2014 film Maleficent by Disney. That movie kind of kicked off the live-action Disney films for being successful. It was actually Angelina Jolie's most successful film she'd ever been in. So no idea what that's about. It's kind of the story about Maleficent and how she might be more of an anti-hero as opposed to a straight-up villain from the classic Sleeping Beauty story. So no idea when that film will be released. There's no production date or release date, but it is in the works. I would assume they're probably just writing it right now. But she is officially on board as the first confirmed cast member for Maleficent 2. We also got news that Sam Rockwell will play George W. Bush in the Adam McKay's biopic about Dick Cheney. That's a lot to digest there. Sam Rockwell playing former President George W. Bush in Adam McKay's Dick Cheney biopic. We also know that Christian Bale will be playing Cheney himself. No word on when this film will be released. It is in production right now. And finally, we got a really cool short film from Warner Brothers Studios. It is a prequel to Blade Runner 2049, but it is a sequel to the original Blade Runner. The original Blade Runner, if you're not familiar, took place in 2019. This short film takes place in 2036. And as you can assume from the title, Blade Runner 2049 takes place in the year 2049. This 6-minute short film that I'll send a link to down below explains exactly what Jared Leto's character is up to and gives you a background and setup to this villain that will be featured in the full release film Blade Runner 2049. So check that out down below. It's pretty awesome. It's not directed by Denis Villeneuve, but it is very competently made, and it's a fun look at what's to come, and I'm really excited for that film. So that'll do it for me. There's not a lot going on still this week. Still slow. We're getting close to New York Comic Con. We're getting around to the fall movie schedule, get some more fun stuff. I do have a review for Stephen King's It coming out this week, the 2017 version, not the original. So look for that this week. If you haven't checked out my reviews before, check out Logan Lucky as well as some previous news stories from past weekly updates. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I'll link that down below. And of course, you can always leave a comment down below or send me a tweet. Let me know how I'm doing, if there's anything I should be covering that I'm not, or if you want to comment on the news stories or any reviews you'd like to see. So thank you guys for watching. My name is Atney. This is A Theater Near You, and I'll see you soon.